Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today we're going to be doing my May favorites, and I'm actually early with getting this video up. I usually get it up around the first week of the new month, but we're early this time. But I'm excited to share these products with you guys. I have some products that I wanted to follow up with you guys on. I have some products that I didn't really like so much. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing all of the products that I have been loving, as well as a couple of products that I didn't really care for the month of May, then let's go ahead and jump right in. So I actually want to get the products out of the way that I did not really care for the month. So starting out with the concealer, this is the new Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer. This is the one that I hauled in my Sephora haul, and I told you guys that I was going to be testing this out for the month. I put this one in my everyday makeup stash, and what I don't like about this concealer is it is too matte. So I mean, I know it says matte concealer, but I was not expecting it to be this matte. Just to compare it to other concealers that you guys may have tried out. So let's see, Tarte Shape Tape. It's matte. It's like more matte than Tarte Shape Tape. Another one that's pretty matte. I don't know another concealer that's pretty matte, but just imagine Tarte Shape Tape twice as matte than what it is already. This is that. Like this, you have to be very fast with blending it out on the skin. I do like to use this mixed in with another concealer, which is the one that I'm going to share in a minute, but I don't like to use this one by itself because I feel like it's too matte for my liking. So if you are, you know, someone who have been on the hunt for a good matte concealer, try this one out. You may like it, but if you are not into those matte concealers, matte products, you may not like this. But this is one that I will be, well, actually I'm not going to take it back because I do like to mix it in with the concealer that I'm going to share with you guys in a minute. But yeah, have not been liking this. Alright, so this next product I've actually been going back and forth with. The first few times that I tried it out, I loved it. But now that I have been using it more and more, because I actually threw it into my everyday makeup stash along with the concealer that we just talked about. But this one, okay, I'm just going to show it to you. This is the Farsali face mist. This is the one that I also shared in my Sephora haul. But the first couple of times I used this, I did like it. That is because I did not have it on my face for like a full 8 hours. I was not out in the weather, like in the, you know, the sun, the heat. This I feel like is going to be perfect for people who have really dry skin. I don't have dry skin. I have oily combination. I just have a really oily T-zone, and that is it. But this, I want to say it has oil in it. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to go ahead and let me actually look it up real quick to see. But I don't know. I just don't like how it makes my makeup look greasy, and like it just makes it look too greasy, too oily. I just don't like it. So I'm going to look it up to see what is actually in it. Okay, yeah, so it does have oil in it. Yeah, that's what it is then. So yeah, this definitely does have some oil in it. So if you don't want any oil on your face, like from a face mist, then I would not recommend this. But if you have dry skin, if you need something that's super duper hydrating, that's going to give you that glow and that nice dewy look, then you may love this. It's just that I don't like to wear this if I'm going, like if I have on a full face of makeup, even not a full face of makeup, even just like a light layer of everyday makeup. I don't like to wear this when I'm going, like when I have my makeup on for a full day, because it just makes my skin look shiny, and I just don't like that. Now I don't know if I'm gonna take this back because I kind of want to see how this is going to act on my skin during the winter time. So I may go ahead and keep this, but yeah, I just definitely wanted to follow up with you guys on that. Like I said in another video, I think I mentioned that I have been enjoying this, but that's because I have not worn it on my skin for an entire 8-hour day or just out in the heat, in the sun. But as far as how it looks on the skin, how it feels once you apply it, it's very refreshing. It does give me that nice glow, but not when you're gonna be in the heat, girl. No. All right, now that we got those two out of the way, let's talk about some products that I've been enjoying for the month of May as far as skincare. And I want to talk about this cleansing oil by Fourth Ray Beauty. This is the one that I shared. I forgot when I shared it. I know I shared this product on my channel. I think it was in one of my Vanity Chat Sunday videos, but I like this. I really like this, and I actually use it up, you guys. I use it up, and I just purchased another one. It hasn't been delivered yet, but I just ordered another one, and I have been really enjoying this cleansing oil. I like how it makes my skin feel after I get done cleaning my face. It gives me that nice, like, it makes my skin feel hydrated, and I like that. I don't like any products on my face, especially cleansing products. Like if I'm using a cleanser, a cleansing oil, or anything like that, after I get done cleaning the face with that product, I don't like the product if it's going to make my face feel dried out. And you can get this off of the ColourPop website. By the time this video goes up, I think they're still having their site-wide sale, which is, I think, 30% off. So definitely check this out. It's very, very, very affordable now that they have that extra 30% off, but even before the sale, it was super affordable. So definitely try out this cleanser. If you guys are interested in trying out anything from this brand, I would highly recommend the cleanser, as well as the moisturizer, which I've talked about several times on my channel, which is the Good Mood moisturizer. But I really enjoy this cleanser, and I'm glad that I went ahead and purchased another one, just to kind of compare it to the other cleansers that I know I talk about a lot on my channel. So the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Cleansing Oil, which is from the drugstore, which you guys know is my all-time favorite cleansing oil. This one is very comparable to that one as far as how it makes my skin feel. Now, as far as how I mean, it does take my makeup off, but I feel like the one by Palmer's takes, like, it melts the makeup off faster than this one. But I just like how my skin feels after I'm using this, and I also like how it's very gentle on my skin. It does not burn my eyes. So this is definitely a good one to try out. And I have another cleansing product, which is this one by Pond's. This is their new cleansing balm. So it's called the Cold Cream Cleansing Balm, and I didn't know anything about this until one of my subscribers actually recommended this to me, and I found this in CVS. I've actually had a lot of you asking me where I picked this up, because I did share this one in one of my recent videos where I did my Vanity Chat Sunday, and I picked this up from CVS. I don't know where else. I'm pretty sure you can get it from Walmart or Walgreens. Anywhere that they sell the brand Pond's, I'm pretty sure that they have it, but specifically from CVS, because that's where I got mine. But definitely been enjoying this. Very, very, very similar to the Clinique Take the Day Off. Is it Take the Day Off or Take the Day Away? I think it's Take the Day Off, but it's very similar to that. It literally looks just like it. It feels like it. It takes the makeup off just like it. So if you have the Clinique Take the Day Off, and if you are wanting to, or just say if you are currently running out of that product, but you don't want to spend that extra coin to get another one at the moment, definitely try this one out before you go out and, you know, spend that extra coin. I'm not saying the Clinique one is not as good as this. I'm saying that this one is just as good as the Clinique. It's just more affordable. But I mean, try this out. You do get a good amount of product in here. This is 3.38 fluid ounce of product, so you get quite a bit in here. And this is what it looks like. It's just like a white balm, but once you put it on your hands, it starts to melt, and then once you put it on your face, it just melts everything off the face. All of the waterproof makeup, all of the makeup in general, it just melts everything off your face. So definitely give this a try. All right, you guys, so I really want to talk about this glow mist. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist, and this has been my jam for the month of May. Like, I have been using this non-stop. I've been using this before applying my makeup and also after. I like how light this is on the skin. Like, this is, I would say, similar to the Morphe Continuous Mist, except for this doesn't have that continuous, you know, the little sprayer like the Morphe, but this is very, very light, very refreshing. And I like how this just makes my makeup look like it melts my makeup together, but it doesn't look dewy, or like, it looks dewy, but it's not like, you know, greasy dewy like the Farsali. But this one just makes my skin look more skin-like. Like, it just looks so good on the skin, and I just like how refreshing it feels. It does have a watermelon scent, but it's not like too, you know, too strong or anything like that. It's very refreshing, very light, and I have really been enjoying this. So had to give you guys a follow-up on this, because this one is also another product that I told you guys I would be using for the month and giving you guys my opinion on it. in my favorites video. So yeah, I definitely had to follow up on that. And I can't believe I had this in my drawer for I think about a month and a half to 2 months, because they did send this over and I just never I never pulled it out. I've never used it, and I pulled it out because a lot of people were raving about this and I wanted to try it out for myself. So that is what I did, and I have been really enjoying this. So let's talk about one more product before we go into the makeup part, and I want to talk about this new Too Faced mask. This is also one that I shared in a recent video where I did my Vanity Chat Sunday, and I was actually applying this mask in that video. So if you guys want to see that video, if you missed it, I will have it linked down below. But this is their new Pineapple Glow Moisturizing and Brightening Mask. The way I like to use this mask is before I actually put on my makeup. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I don't know if you're not supposed to do that. I don't know. But I like to use this before pretty much I get my day started. But the reason why I do that is I like how it makes my skin feel. I like how it makes my skin look. And you guys will see that in the video that I filmed sharing this mask while applying it on my face. You guys will, you can see that in the video, but I just like how it makes my skin look and feel, and it just makes it feel soft and brightened, and it just makes it feel refreshed. So this is, to me, is like the perfect mask to use in the morning time before you get your day started. So just leave it on your face 10 to 15 minutes and just wash it off, and then go about your other routine as far as if you're gonna put on makeup, if you're not gonna put on makeup. But after I take it off, I usually go in with a moisturizer. But what I've been loving lately is using the Glow Recipe Pineapple Brightening Serum. And this is also another product that I used in that video where I was sharing this mask. And I just like how my skin looks and feels when using these products. So after I put on my serum, that is when I'll go on top of that with a moisturizer, and then my primer, and then my makeup if I'm gonna be wearing makeup for that day. But I don't know, I just like these. I like using these together. Not together, but I like to use the serum after I get done with the mask. And I just prefer to use these before like the beginning of the day instead of at nighttime. So this is my morning, like my new morning skincare routine. So I've definitely been enjoying those. All right, girl, let's go into the makeup. So the first product I want to share is this setting powder, and this is by Thrive Causemetics. This is a matte setting powder, and I like this because it keeps my concealer in place, and I like how it makes my makeup look after setting my face. Like, I can actually use this all over the face if I want to. This is translucent, so it's not going to give you that white ghostly look, but if you are going to use it all over the face, I would not recommend using a lot of the product. So just put on a little bit on your brush or your beauty sponge, whatever you use. And I like how this is just going to keep my face matte. Like, this is what I actually have on right now. I just have it on this area of my face and also my T-zone, but I have really been enjoying this powder. This is another product that I've had for a while. I just haven't really been using it a lot, so I went ahead and threw it into my everyday makeup stash for this, well, yeah, it's still this month, it's still May, but I went ahead and threw it into my everyday makeup stash for the month of May, and I have really been enjoying this powder. It doesn't give you flashback. I know a lot of people are concerned with that, so if you are gonna wear this, if you're gonna take pictures, it's not going to give you that flashback, which I also like. All right, so the concealer that I shared earlier, which was the Natasha Denona, this is the one that I didn't really care for. I've actually been using the Fenty Beauty Concealer in conjunction with it. So these two mixed together are perfection. I feel like Natasha Denona, like I said earlier, is too matte. This one is not as matte. This is more hydrating, and these mixed together are bomb. I love the coverage it gives. I love how it looks on the skin. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm gonna hold off with returning this one to Sephora, because I like this one mixed in with the Fenty concealer. Now, I have not tried the Natasha, I haven't tried the Natasha concealer with any other concealer except for this one, but these are good. Now, I wouldn't say go out and get the Natasha concealer just so you can mix it in with the Fenty, but if you have the Natasha concealer, if you don't like it, and if you have not returned it yet, and if you do have the Fenty concealer, I would recommend trying it with this concealer, or even any other concealer, any other concealer that you have that is not matte, that is more hydrating. I recommend trying it and mixing it in with the Natasha concealer. That way you guys can see if, if you like it better that way, or if you don't like it like that and you do have this, I'd say go ahead and return it if you don't you know, enjoy the concealer. But this is definitely one that I would not recommend to you guys. But I mean, if you do want a concealer that is like a true matte concealer, then that is when I would definitely recommend this. Other than that, I would not recommend the Natasha Denona concealer, but it is great with the Fenty Beauty Concealer. I also want to add, even though I'm saying I wouldn't recommend the Natasha Denona, why do I always get tongue-tied when I'm trying to say Natasha Denona? But what I'm trying to say is, even though I'm saying I would not recommend this concealer, that's not to say don't go out and try it. Like, at least go to Sephora if you do have Natasha Denona in your Sephora, if they have this concealer. Try it out for yourself. I mean, you may love it. It's just that I don't really like it. But yeah, just wanted to kind of throw that out there. But the other concealer that I've actually been loving for the month is this one by Uoma Beauty. This is one of the new brands. And I did a review on this brand. It was like a full face of new products. It wasn't like a specifically dedicated review on the brand, but I did review the concealer as well as the foundation. But I have been obsessed with this concealer. I love it, you guys. So I've been wearing this in all of my videos for the past week and a half, and I have been obsessed. I've also been wearing this on a day-to-day, not just for filming purposes, but I've been wearing this, you know, on a daily, and I just like how it looks on the skin. I like the coverage that it gives. I like how it's not too drying. I feel like it is a matte concealer, but it's not like a matte concealer. It's not matte like the Natasha Denona, see, I'm getting tongue-tied again trying to say her freaking name. It's not matte like Natasha Denona, but it is a matte concealer, but it's not like drying matte like the Natasha Denona. But definitely been enjoying this one. This one is in the shade T2, and honestly, I can't get enough of this, and I just keep putting it on. Like, I have not really been reaching for any other concealers besides these two right here, which is the ones that I've mixed together. But other than that, this is the only concealer that I have been reaching for the month, and it's the one that I threw into my everyday makeup stash for the month. So yeah, I may throw this one back into my everyday makeup stash for next month, because I really like this concealer. So had to share that. And speaking of Uoma Beauty, let's talk about the foundation. This is another product that I have been wearing non-stop. This is what I have on my face right now. This is the product that I had on my face in all of my recent videos, and I just love how this looks on my skin. It looks like skin, like my skin, but better. The color that I have is T2W, I believe. Where is it? Where does it say it on here? Yeah, T2W, and this one is in the brown sugar category. So if you guys want to see my first impression / review, it wasn't a wear test though, but it is a first impression video on these products, then I will try to find that video and have it linked down below so that way you guys can check it out if you missed it. But I've really been enjoying this foundation, you guys. And speaking of foundations, I know a lot of you have been asking me, when am I gonna upload the Juvia's Place foundation? I am still, to this day, waiting on that freaking foundation to be delivered to me. Like, I ordered the foundation and the concealer, and I was hoping to have my review up for you guys for the weekend, but I am still waiting on that freaking foundation. So to answer your question, yes, I will be reviewing the foundation. It's just the waiting process. Like, I have been waiting, and I see a lot of people have already gotten theirs, but I will be reviewing it as soon as I get it. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that because I have been getting messages and DMs and all of that stuff about the foundation, but I definitely will be reviewing it for you guys. But yeah, Uoma foundation is bomb. Okay, Marc Jacobs highlighter. This thing has been everything, girl. Like, this, I did not know I would love this highlighter as much as I do, and I have been wearing this one as well in most of my recent videos. I have it on right now on my face. Like, this is the perfect gold. Like, it's gold, but it also has a little tint of pink, like a rose. It's rose gold, let's just say that. It's a rose gold highlighter, and it is so freaking pretty. It is gorgeous. It is everything, and I feel like I got my money's worth with this. Even though I purchased it during the Sephora VIB sale, I just feel like it was so worth it. and I'm not mad at it. Like, I am not mad at this at all. This is gorgeous. I'll swatch it so y'all can see, because some of you may not have seen this highlighter yet on deeper skin, but I'll go ahead and swatch it so you guys can see how it looks. I burned my freaking wrist yesterday trying to cook. But anyway, this is what that highlighter looks like. Look how pretty. So pretty. So the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice eyeshadow palette. I finally was starting to use this for the month. I've had this one in my collection ever since it came out. I have never opened it, never touched it, never swatched it until this month. So this has been on my eyes in most of my recent videos as well, and I have really been liking the mattes in here. I've used a couple of the shimmers. I wasn't really a fan of the shimmers, but I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes in this palette already, and it's starting to look a little dirty, but I like how these blend. I like how pigmented they are. The shimmers in here that I used 2 shimmers already. And I feel like the shimmers are better for me when applying in my inner corner highlight, not so much as an all over lid color, unless I use like an eyeshadow primer. I usually just prime my lids with concealer and then set it with setting powder, but I feel like the shimmers in here would probably look so much better if I use like a legit eyeshadow primer, or even if I just make sure to wet my brush when using those. But the mattes are nice. Like, these are some nice mattes, and I just can't believe I've had this in my collection ever since it launched, and I have not touched it until this month. So I'm glad I pulled this out. I'm glad I put it in my everyday makeup stash, and I have been really liking it. So I want to update you guys on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. Is that what they call it? The Dip Brow, yeah, the Dip Brow Gel. And I have been liking this. I've really been I don't like to use it all over my brows. So the way I use this is I'll start off by putting it right here, like in the middle, and then I'll work my way towards the tail, because I feel like this is a little darker than my liking. I usually use the shade dark brown in the Anastasia brow products. This one is also in the shade dark brown, but I feel like this is, it's darker than it, like it makes my brows darker than what I like them to be. And I may just have to use a lighter shade to just apply it all over the brows, but I usually just put it on right here. Like, I'll start it right here, and then I'll make my way towards the tail of my brows. That way it can kind of look like it doesn't look too bold in this area. So I do like it. I like how it just makes my brow hairs, like, it stays in place. I never really had an issue with my brow hairs, you know, moving or getting out of place or getting out of whack, all that stuff. But I do like how this just makes them stay in place. Even though, like I said, I've never really had an issue with them moving. But I mean, it's a brow gel. If you have issues with your brow hairs going everywhere, northeast, southwest, try this out. It'll keep them in place, and it also gives you a nice little tint on your brows. I've also been using this on days when I don't want to use a brow pencil, so I'll just lightly stroke this in my brows and go. So on those no makeup days, I'll use this. And also, like today, which is, I actually have it on today. Yeah, so like today, I have it on, and I'll just put a little bit of it right here in the middle, and then kind of work my way towards the end of my brows. And then after that, I'll go in and just kind of brush out my brow hairs with the spoolie on the brow pencil, and like, that's it. So definitely been enjoying that. The last few products I want to talk about are lip balms. I never really share lip balms on my channel, but these are fairly new, and these are the ones that I wanted to follow up with you guys on. I've actually did a review on the Fenty one. This is the Fenty Beauty gloss, not gloss, but the Luscious lip balm, and I have been wearing this pretty much every day. Like, every day. I put it on at night, I put it on in the daytime. Like, this is hands down the best lip balm to apply when you just need to moisturize your lips on the go, or just need something at nighttime if your lips are dried out. I just think it's good because it doesn't dry out on my lips. Some lip balms that I'll apply, they dry out pretty quickly. This one stays on the lips for a good amount of time. I don't want to say all day. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Like, I'm not gonna say all day, but it stays on. Okay, it stays on for a good period of time, and it does not It doesn't look white. It doesn't look ashy on the lips, even though it doesn't. Even though it does have that like white tint to it. It does not look like that when you apply it on your lips. Like, it's clear. So yeah, this is definitely one of the ones that I've been using non-stop for the month. I've also been using and trying out the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm. This is the one that I shared. I don't know why I'm swatching these because they're all clear. But this is the one that I shared in my Sephora haul. And I've really been enjoying this one too. It's just that this one, I feel like a little bit of this goes a very, 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 very long way because this is very thick. And a lot of the product comes out on the lips. So if you want to apply this and then go on top of that with a lip product, say like a lipstick or a liquid lipstick, I would recommend not using a lot of this because a lot of it comes out. It's very, what's the word? Waxy. It's not gloss. It's really like, what's the word? I'll just say waxy. Let's just say waxy, but it's kind of like a more buttery smooth type waxy. It's not like, I don't know, greasy. Let's just say that it feels greasy, like really, really greasy on the lips, but it's not like that annoying type greasy, if that makes sense. So if, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very thick. It's a really, really, really thick lip balm. So if you struggle with really dry lips, this is probably the best lip balm for you. And then the one by Laneige, however you say it. This is their new lip glowy balm, and I have the berry one, and this one smells just like the lip sleeping mask, which is one of my favorite lip sleeping masks. So I'm glad that they finally came out with lip balms, because I would wear the sleeping mask, like the lip sleeping mask, throughout the day, not just at nighttime. I would even have it on throughout the day because it was just that good. So I'm glad that they finally came out with these. This has a like a tint to it, but once you apply it on your lips, it's clear. But this one is pink right there, and then once you apply it on, I mean, it gives you that like a tint to your lips, but it's more clear than anything. So if you have really pigmented lips, this is not gonna really take away from your lip color. Even if you have like natural pink lips, I feel like this is going to definitely intensify the pinkness of your lips, because it is that pink, it does have a pink tint to it. But if you have pigmented lips like myself, like I have really dark lips, like the lining of my lips is darker than the center of my lips, but it doesn't really take away from the pigment lip, if that makes sense. I don't know, girl, I'm not making any sense. Let's just go ahead and end this video. But yes, that is all that I have been loving and not really loving for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I shared anything in today's video that you guys have been trying out, that you like, that you dislike, let me know. So let's go ahead and chit chat down below in the comments. And also, I'm doing a giveaway on my channel for this entire year, you guys. So every single month, I'm giving away one box to one person. Very easy to enter. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you thumbs up the video, as well as leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I don't want the comments to be anything about the giveaway. Let's talk about the products that I shared in today's video. Let's talk about what your favorites have been for the month of May and all of that. So yeah, I think that is all that I have for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.